TalkZone.com.
TalkZone presents the Geek Speak Radio Show with your hosts, Henry and Romo. Your top spot for everything entertainment and pop culture, including TV, movies, comics, casting news, and more. Now, here are your hosts, Henry and Romo.
Today, however, like I said, I was really looking forward to this one because as Romo and I and all of us have talked about comic books a lot, I grew up reading comic books, like what I call the golden age of Marvel back in the 80s and into the 90s. Like a lot of people did too, I dropped off a little. What I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to compare it like this. Let's use a sports analogy. In the NFL, when the retirees from a long time ago, they can barely walk, they can't afford their medical bills. They weren't very well taken care of back then, which is what led to the creation of the NFL Players Association. In comics, the books and just you don't snap a finger and there they are. It takes people to actually put the thing together. Now, what happens when they are done with their career?
Nothing.
Well, most of the time, they're not taken care of. Some of them are. The one that comes to mind right away is Stan Lee. Mm-hmm. He's still prospering. Yeah. But a lot of the ones that put together some of the comics that I grew up reading, all of us listening right now that grew up reading to them, they are, as you would call them, struggling artists and struggling just to pay their medical bills, just to pay their rent, just to go out shopping, get something to eat.
Just to get by.
A hero, they regaled us with hero stories, but a hero has come to their aid.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Hero Initiative. You guys can find out all about it on geekspeakradioshow.com. Everything is linked up there. But if you want to go to their website directly, it's theheroinitiative.org. But at the Hero Initiative, and I got a lot of people coming on, they're going to explain it to you. They can probably explain more than I can. But real quickly, I'll tell you what it is. It is basically an organization that relies on us, donations. And those donations are used to help out artists in need. For whatever it'll be, whether, like I said, for medical bills, for just to pay your rent, to pay your car, or whatever it is, that'll help you out. It's all over the country. There's regional representatives. For our side, we're in California. For our side, it would be Jason Waters. He's a Northern California regional rep. And to start things off today, we're going to call it Hero Initiative Day here on Geek Speak Radio Show. To start things off today, we'll talk to Jason. Jason.
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for coming on.
Sure, my pleasure.
Okay, so I just gave a quick description of what the Hero Initiative actually is. Why don't you go ahead, since you're a part of it more than I am, tell everybody exactly what the Hero Initiative is.
Okay, well, the Hero Initiative is a federally recognized not-for-profit that is essentially a safety net for comic book creators who might need a hand financially, and it can range anywhere from medical needs to paying bills, short-term loans, reconnecting artists with work if they lack contacts to get into different fields. A wide range of things. Yeah,
because I can myself. I've done radio for a while, and if I was to stop doing this, I don't know what else I would do because I don't know how to do anything but radio. Same thing goes for the artists, right? I mean, they don't do any. They can't do anything else but draw, because that's their gift. That's what they do. So Hero Initiative puts them in touch with potentially other jobs, other gigs, and things like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's plenty of fields where artists are needed. Conceptual drawings, for instance, for film. Perhaps occasionally we'll do a project to raise money specifically for creators. Like Ed Hannigan, you mentioned that you were a fan of Marvel in the 1980s, and Ed Hannigan
right.
Did a lot of the concept drawings for covers during that period. So we put together a benefit book specifically to help him with a lot of his sketches.
Yeah, I remember. It was called Ed Hannigan Covered, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely. And it's a book that's actually available at our site, www.heroinitiative.org. So, and the thing is that these people have given so much to us over the years. Sure, they were professionals, and it was part of their job, but they helped capture a lot of our imaginations growing up. I've been a fan of comics for over 20 years. and a lot of these guys contributed to a lot of my reading growing up. And so when I found out about the organization, I was thrilled that an organization like this existed and that I could help out.
Yeah. How did you find out about it?
Well, it's funny. There's a store here in Sacramento called A1 Comics that I've been going to since, I was about 12. And they had Mark Waid in for a signing. And specifically for Hero, it was a benefit signing. And I just asked him how I could get involved, and he got me in touch with Jim McLaughlin, who is the head of the charity, and I just sent him an email. And I happened to kind of come along at the right time when they needed somebody for WonderCon. And so I did it that first year by myself, and then the next year I had a few people helping out, and it's kind of grown from there to where I have about 5 or 6 regular volunteers, and it's something that we look forward to every year.
And what do you see when you're at the events volunteering? What do you see out there? What kind of response do we get from the fans?
Well, we do have regulars who like to come by every time that we're there, usually because we have, pretty stellar lineup of people who are sketching or signing. And so, I do see some regulars. There's always people that are not aware of the charity, and when they find out about it, they're very excited. There's a lot of people, in general, I would say that comic fans, as well as a lot of people in the general public, they want to give. They like the idea of helping out people, especially something tied to something that means so much to them as, like the comic book industry. And so I find they're very eager to help out where they can, whether it's just dropping a buck into the bucket, or buying some of the products that we sell in order to raise money.
Yeah, because a lot of people have a lot of really good memories tied into the comic books. That's why I wanted to do this, because if this is a small way for me to say thank you to all the artists that provided hours and hours of entertainment for me, then I'll do it. When you're out there, what can you tell us some stories of some of the artists that Hero Initiative has helped that you've seen yourself?
Well, some of the ones that I can speak about are Gene Colan, who was an artist for several, tons of Marvel books, and DC books, but most notably Iron Man in the 1960s.
And he also worked on Daredevil for a while too.
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. He was having some issues with his eyesight, and the Hero Initiative stepped in to help pay for medical bills. I believe that he did have at least one surgery. I'm not entirely certain about that, but I do know that we did step in to help out with medical care, and we did that. We had several prints that we sold, and I'm sure there was some direct contribution as well. But there were several ways in which we were helping him out. Also, I do recall when Steve Gerber, who was the creator of Howard the Duck, he passed away within the last 2 years of brain cancer, I believe, and we were giving him some assistance while he was in Los Angeles. No, I'm sorry, maybe it was. Well, anyways, we were helping him out, and then there are also plenty of people that get help from us that people at my level don't get to hear about. It's up to the artist or the person receiving the help whether they want to make it publicly known or not. Right,
and I mentioned it's industry veterans, but just because I say veteran, that doesn't denote age, correct? It could be somebody as probably someone our age. It doesn't mean that they're some of the old artists. It's for everybody, right?
Sure, there have been some younger artists that have needed a hand. There was a fellow who was an artist on Death Dealer, Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer. I believe his name is Josh Medors,
yeah.
And he was having some issues with a tumor on his spine or some sort of spinal issue, and we were giving him help as well. There are videos available where these gentlemen all talk about what the Hero Initiative has done for them, and they can be found on YouTube and at our site as well.
Yeah, I put a link to it up on geekspeakradioshow.com. All the videos are there. The Hero Initiative website is there also. Talking to Jason Waters, Northern California Regional Rep for the Hero Initiative. Now, besides interviews like this, and I know you guys have a big presence at every convention. Matter of fact, going to be at Dragon Con coming up. How else can we get the word out? Because I knew about this because I'm a big fan, like I said, but a lot of people, it surprised me, they've never heard of the Hero Initiative. So how can we get the word out?
Sure. Well, you know what? I mean, there are ways where people can help, and we were always looking for volunteers. And it doesn't necessarily have to be at conventions. If you've got a store in your area, you can put together a fundraiser at that store, and you can get in contact with Hero Initiative and see what they can do to help out to make that successful. It's things like that. It's not just conventions. Conventions are a major part of it, but you can also get the word out just in your local store. That's kind of how I started. Was after the Mark Waid event, I did another fundraiser at the store and held a raffle. And as customers would come in for a sale, I would just talk to them about the charity. So it can be as simple as that.
Yeah, you're right, Jason. It's not just, like I said, it is a big presence in conventions, but it's not just that. Let's say, for example, Jason gave you an example there, but let's say, for example, you own a movie theater. You can show, Superman or the Spider-Man movies, and all the profits can go to the Hero Initiative. Things like that is what Jason is talking about, right? Absolutely.
And the thing is that, let's say that you don't live close to a comic book store that carries Hero Initiative products. We constantly have, at eBay, we have auctions for original drawings and for our product up there. So you can go to the website, you can buy things. There's a very, very easy way to help. There is a chain of grocery stores, Ralph's, Food for Less and Foods Company, and they have a Ralph's reward card, and you can actually connect your card with the Hero Initiative. There are Ralph's approved charities, and every time that you use this rewards card, a certain percentage of the money from the product that you buy at that store will go to the Hero Initiative. So, everybody needs to eat, So, by going to these stores anyways, buying your weekly groceries, you can help out the Hero Initiative as well.
Right, and it doesn't just have to be money. You can volunteer, like Jason said. You can volunteer your time at events, whether it be conventions or in museums. I know here at the Cartoon Art Museum in San Francisco, we've had a lot of events with the Hero Initiative. So you can volunteer your time also. It doesn't just have to be money, right?
No, absolutely. Volunteerism is it's a fantastic thing, and it makes you feel really good to get directly involved. There's a sense of satisfaction of putting in your own time for a cause that you find is worthy. And for me, especially, the Hero Initiative was just something that was very rewarding, and I'm so proud to have been associated with this organization. I look forward to the times when I fundraise with them every year, and there's also a spirit of community. You get to be friends with the people that you work with at these events. You get to meet creators. It's very fulfilling, And the thing is that if you want to donate your time or volunteer to the Hero Initiative, it doesn't have to be 8 hours a day during the entire stretch of the con. It can be a 2-hour shift. It can be a 4-hour shift. Helping with the setup or tear down. There's several ways to help. Help is always appreciated. And the spirit of volunteerism is always appreciated as well.
We appreciate you coming on, Jason Waters, Northern California Regional Rep for the Hero Initiative. That starts it off. Jason, thanks a lot for coming on and telling us a little bit more about the Hero Initiative.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me.
No problem. So that's step one. Next, there is a local comic book company here. It's called Image Comics. They're right in our backyard, not literally in our backyard, but literally in our backyard here in Berkeley, California. Founded by some former Marvel artists. One of them we'll talk to next. Don't go anywhere. You'll find out who that is.
Geek Speak Radio Show will be right back.